Here we are today, bringing you some more of the good old USA stamps. Some of the really nice old ones. Now this first one right here is very special because it's unused. And there's 3 of them all together. And they're from the series of 1814. You heard me right. 1814. Okay, and they're documentary. And I'll show you the back just so you know it really is unused. All 3. And there's the back. I don't know how you can see. There you go. You can see the glare of the glue. Alright. Was not supposed to use my fingers there. But I did. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that beautiful? From the series of 1814. I think that's just lovely. That's a design you don't see very often. I mean, I've had a lot of them, but this one's kind of neat. And to find 3 of them together, unused, that's great. Alright, so if you know any auction houses that might really like to auction this one off, let me know. Leave it in a comment. Because I think this is very special. This one, I believe, would be auction quality. Alright. Only because it's not used. You know, and from the series of 1814. All written right on there. Just put your screen up real big and you'll be able to see all the details of it. It's beautiful. Alright, now let me take you to the second group we have. Here's our second group here. Okay, first we have our 2. Now that one's a very popular one too. Not as much as the other one, but still. And this is a bank check. 2 cents. Then the second one is also another 2 in brown. And then you have your 3 in green. Very nice set. Alright, now let's take you to my third group here. If I can get this. Alright. Here's the third set. Now look at that. All the ships. The first one is orange. It's a 3/8. Can you imagine that? It's not a half a penny. It's 3/8. How on earth did they do that? How can you say, oh, I want a 3/8 stamp? Can you imagine that? A 3/8? You know, you see a lot of 1/2s or 1/4, but a 3/8? That one you don't see. In orange, and as you can see, it came from a corner. Very nice ship. Now using that same ship, you have your blue one. That is also a 1. Using the same exact ship. Then when you get into the second row, you have kind of, I think it was a red. It's kind of pinkish looking. You know, like a deep pink. And that's a 2. And if you notice the date on the cancellation right on it is 1898. So that gives you an idea of when these ships came out. They came out in the late 1800s. So that's kind of cool. If you have a cancellation on one of your stamps, that always helps with the value because it gives you a time frame in history of when that stamp was used. Okay, then I think the 3 is maybe a little bit more modern, but it does say, what is it, 1492 to 18, wait a minute, is it? 1492 to 1892. Had to use my magnifying glass because it's so little. My eyes need a little extra help. How do you like that, huh? 1492 to 1892. So still putting you in the late 1800s. And then back to the original little ships, you have your purple one, which is a 5. Now these are really a good collectible collection. Now I'm getting on in years. I've put a whole bunch away for the grandchildren, so they already have theirs. And these are all the extras that's up for sale. So these are some I'm going to get rid of. Alright, aren't they beautiful? Love it. Okay, and now let me show you the last group we have. Here's our last group. Now we have our 1-cent green. There's a cancellation written on there. I don't know if that makes a difference, if it means anything special. But sometimes, you know, a cancellation where the stamp is being used, you know, even if it's an American one, sometimes that makes a difference too. So we have our 1 in green. We have our 2 in red. We have our 12, a nice deep chocolate brown. And then we have our 30 in orange. Kind of cool, isn't it? Alright. So, between the ships and that first group, between our ships here and the first group, these are the 2 that I think are the most valuable ones. Especially this one. This one really has me. This one I think is the winner out of them all, but if you think different, by all means, leave it in a comment. And be sure to share the video with any stamp collectors or auction houses that you know of. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.